Welcome to the Carb Loaders. We are here. Hamish is eating some chocolate because God knows why. We have a good week though. We discuss some Rising Star. We discuss Hawthorn. We discuss Adelaide Oval and their overly priced beers and underpriced pies.
Yes.
And then we discuss
movies.
Film Club. Film Club returns.
Yes.
We discuss the Step Brothers. And finally, we have pizza with chocolate and cheese on it that Hamish is now polishing off. Should be a good time.
The loaded fries.
Welcome back to the Carb Loaders. I'm Jay.
I'm Samuel.
And I want to be a cowboy.
Yeehaw!
Yeah. Woo!
You're not 5 anymore.
Well, we're back in the same
Don't
room.
crush my dreams.
We're back in the same
I
room.
missed you guys.
It's good to see you.
Don't touch me.
Okay. That's going to sound so weird for the Spotify family who are just listening right
We
now.
touched each other's shoulders.
Just to clarify.
Why'd you have to have a
swear.
pause between touch and shoulders?
Shoulders.
Well,
Off to a great start.
this isn't the first time we've actually seen each other since the last podcast recording.
Since our COVID special.
We were on Friday night. We went to the footy together to see Collingwood lose to my mighty dogs, my Bulldogs.
Yes.
We got the victory.
Shut up, Bob.
Let's be honest, we had half a VFL side against the
Yeah.
dogs.
Look,
But
you
that-
guys did well enough to hold them off.
What do you mean?
Most of
What do
the
you
game.
mean?
We
Our
held
team.
them.
It's Hamish's team. I'm a Bulldogs fan
The
now.
Pies held them off for pretty much
87 minutes.
3.5 quarters.
Yeah,
and
literally.
then they just
We
got
just ran
tired.
out
And then
gas.
Marcus Bontempelli.
Here's
Marcus Bontempelli happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting stat they got, interesting comments that were thrown up after the game. Should he have taken Noble off? I don't think he should have. Yeah, it was horrible.
Who
Don't
would
get
you
me wrong.
take off instead? Ash Johnson?
Maybe Harvey Harrison.
Yeah.
Sullivan did a decent enough job.
I don't think you could have afforded to take Sullivan off.
I think Noble, because he had a shocking first half.
He
I'll give
was
you that.
just
Every time we got the ball, like, no!
Yeah, every time we tried the handball, he handballed about another 10 metres more than when the player was. And we're like,
Too
oh,
strong.
jeez. Too many wheat picks.
I reckon. I don't think it was the worst sub in the world doing
No.
Noble. I think it worked well. I should also clarify for those who are wondering, I am a Collingwood fan. We got this Bulldog scarf, a lovely Bulldog scarf that I found at Salvo's
Yes.
like 2 weeks ago for like $3. So I picked it up so we could film some TikToks with it. And then I took it to the game as a bit of a safety mechanism. And then when Collingwood lost at the end, I quickly covered up the jersey, threw the Bulldog scarf on.
And you've been a Dogs fan since?
We met your brother, Bob.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sam also did the same thing.
Yeah, so every time a team would lead, we'd quickly do a change of scarves. It
was
quite
actually
the
pretty fun.
operation, actually.
Yeah, we got
The
pretty
fourth
good at
quarter
it as
was
well.
Yeah.
interesting. It was like musical chairs.
Yes.
The second quarter was boring.
The second
thought
quarter,
Collingwood
second
scarf
quarter
was-
was like the really quick back and forth.
Oh, so
At
Even
the
the
end.
first quarter,
The
when
first
he
quarter
blew
was
out
super
like
boring.
a 4 or 5
Yeah.
goal lead.
Yeah, that was boring.
Yes.
But
Boring.
But it was boring for Bob because he had to stay as Bob.
Bob was at the toilet for 3 quarters.
Bob was Sam's alter ego, who
Yes.
was a Bulldogs fan, who
Yes.
went missing every time the Dogs
missing bipolar.
lost the lead. But
Yes.
one thing we did get to witness on Friday night was a bit of a controversial suspension of a Mr. Sam Darcy, who...
It wasn't
of the
controversial.
Bulldogs-
He completely clattered. He Maynard.
Well, that's the thing. He Maynard, but unlike Maynard, he actually got suspended for it, which is why a few people were like,
I saw a TikTok of some woman that went up to Sam Darcy and was like, oh, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. Like, we thank you.
we thank you for your service. A lot of people like Maynard's finally got a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah.
I do think they were very different, but I'm not going to go into that here on this episode. But
No,
Sam
but at
Darcy
least at least Sam Darcy didn't end the player's career like Maynard did.
Yeah, that's not helping Maynard's case. I'll be honest. That's doing the
No.
opposite. But it was sad to see Sam Darcy get suspended because obviously with that goes his opportunity to win the Rising Star, which in the moment was sort of like, oh, well, he was obviously not going to come second anyways.
There's Harvey Reid.
It was like this Harley Reid is
Anyway.
going to win it. On Friday night, you're sort of like,
Harvey Reid
it's
said,
not
"Hold
really
my
that big of a
beer."
thing.
Yeah.
Until exactly Harley Reid says, hold my beer on Sunday, I
Yes.
think it was, or Saturday night. Saturday afternoon they
Yeah,
played. And
Saturday
he just ripped.
He took old mate round.
I
like a
forget who it
merry-go-
was from the Saints, but just
You spin me right round, baby.
literally. And also got himself suspended. So now the Rising Star is very much up in the air
I
because
might go for it.
literally
I might just.
late run. It's on.
We've got a late in here.
Hawthorne, please draft me. I've never played footy in my life, but it would be funny.
We've got
If
a late
only, the
in here.
mid-season
Sam
if
Fuller.
only the mid-season draft was this week, you could totally have gone for it and gotten yourself
Damn it.
a spot at West Coast, but you'd have to play for West
You have to go
Coast.
to Perth.
Richmond? They've got enough injuries.
Yeah, you could have got a spot at Richmond,
Even
honestly.
Collingwood at this week.
But, well, it does, it has brought up a lot of questions in the media, and seeing as we're fake media, we thought we'd discuss it as well.
Yes.
Do you think that because West Coast is appealing, like they're even talking about spending money?
Well, they're one of the biggest clubs in Australia.
Yeah, they're talking about spending money to take the whole thing off. He was guilty, so there's not like
Yeah, and
you
they
can't.
They went to the
They've gone to the
They got the
tribunal
tribunal
they
tonight.
challenged it. Yeah.
Tonight, as of filming,
Sorry, Tuesday night.
he'll be going tonight, yeah. So you guys will already know the result. We're
I
filming
think they're
it
just
before
trying to take it
tribunal.
down to one game.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
They know he's obviously guilty, so Rising Star and all that's out of the window.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're prepared to spend a lot of money to even get rid of the two match.
But is there any point when they're not contenders and he still lost the award? So what's it
Yeah, but
really
how
doing?
impactful has Harley Reid been on the team?
But for 2 games when they're already
You're not making finals.
Well, who had I
Yeah,
got?
what's the
Who had
real
I got
point?
this week? Who's West Coast got this week?
Let me have a look.
It is. I want to say.
I need to do my
It's
tips.
not,
Thank
it's
you for
not North
reminding me.
Melbourne, is it?
They got North.
Oh, so yeah, they can do without him.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
Is
it's
it
at
sad
Optus.
that West Coast might be resting their best player against North? Like, how humiliating is a North
They
fan?
may have actually done it on purpose anyway. Like,
Yeah.
regardless, they would have.
Dropped him for the game.
Yeah.
day for next week. West
The week after that, they have the bye. Also, that doesn't count.
Right.
Then they have Essendon, which they're not going to win anyways, even
So
with Harley
honestly,
Reid.
if I'm
Optus
you,
or
if I'm you,
Melbourne?
Mr. West Coast,
I'm not paying my money.
just let him have it. He's already lost the right.
Let him have 1 week.
Yeah.
Let him out for a week.
Let him enjoy Perth for 2 weeks and then bring him back to Melbourne. Or you could probably come back to Melbourne, to be honest.
That's true. But it does obviously beg the question with the Rising Star. Should a player be still Rising Star eligible if
Or
they've
just
been...
any award.
I don't think
For-
so.
or- So that's the question is like,
You should say he's also out of the Brownlow race too.
he's out of the Brownlow race. Not that he was going to win. It's going to be Dacos Ahini at this point, it looks like.
Bond, maybe.
Maybe Bont.
Yeah.
If they
No-
have a big
no
run
Anderson?
at the end. Nah, I don't reckon.
I reckon.
He's going to be getting the votes for Gold Coast and they're getting wins. So maybe.
Exactly. Big win over Essendon. That was crazy.
My big one is
That was a great win. I love that.
I didn't get to watch
I've
that.
seen a lot of people saying that the Rising Star, like the Brownlow should be the fairest and the best, but should the Rising Star have to be
No, but
not
to be-
suspended? Should someone be able to get
you
suspended and still
gotta
win the
sh-
Rising
you still
Star?
got to show that you're doing the right thing because the
Yeah.
Rising Star is for like kids,
Exactly.
for kids to aspire to. You don't want to be getting an award even though you've done something. It would be like an asterisk.
I personally think that it should be the fairest and the best. I think it's for the person who's played the game the right way, and it's a good, as I said, it's a bit of a role model award. One thing I've seen a few people bring up, which I'd be interested in your thoughts, is that only some certain suspensions disqualify you. So similar to like in the NBA, how you have different fouls, you have a common foul and a flagrant foul or a technical foul. And it's like a flagrant will get you kicked out of a game.
Don't, Hamish.
Don't either. That's for later. That's for the pizza. That's for the pizza. We need it for the pizza.
You're talking NBA, so I may as well be doing
Yeah,
this.
fair enough. But well, it was only for 30 seconds. Like they have two different levels.
Yeah, they
people have been
do,
discussing whether it should be the same with like Rising Star and Brownlow, something like a sling tackle, like what Sam Darcy did. That probably gets you out of the running because it's a dirty play. It's a hit off the footy, or not off the footy, but it's like Harley Reid. That's a tackle that 50% of the time might not even get you suspended.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether something like that,
You sure?
it could be like if he doesn't sling and hit his head, like it could have easily like landed better, and it's not even a free kick sort of thing. And whether something like that should not be take you out of the running for the Rising Star, it should only be like a punch or an actual off the play
Cynical foul.
Exactly. I feel like it'd be hard to draw the line, but do you think there's any merit in that?
I think so.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just like, how would I word this? Just like in the NBA, how award winners have to play at least 65 games.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think if they have 24 games in a year for that?
Back to footy.
Back to
Hands
footy.
off the ball.
This is my threat. the
Like,
whole
do you think
episode.
they have to qualify for a certain amount of games played? If not, if they get suspended once, that's okay. But
Well,
twice
like in the
they
grand final, to get a medal, you have to.
play.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm saying like if
Isn't
you
it
get
like you have-
suspended once,
no,
it's
no.
okay, but any other times
Maybe.
you're done. Or I agree with what you said though. Like
Should
there's
be
different
separate.
levels to
Should
it.
be like, well, what suspensions do you think should not grant a being disqualified?
Striking?
So that one should be.
No, it shouldn't be.
So if I punch someone,
Sorry, it should.
Pardon?
Sorry, it should exempt from a rising star if you strike.
yeah, okay.
Right.
So striking, you're gone.
Yes.
Striking's on the gone list.
Anything, malicious intent.
Yeah.
wise.
Maybe
Anything
hitting
you
shoulder.
know is going to cause harm to
Yeah.
the other player.
Yeah. So sling tackle.
Like what Sam Darcy did. That
Yeah. I think
A sling.
it's hard.
It would
'Cause,
have
like,
to
he was
depend
going
on
for the footy,
what's
but-
happened after
Literally.
and how they came out from it.
Exactly. And then it gets into the whole, should a suspension be based on the act or on the result,
Yeah,
which
the
is another
outcome.
question in
Yeah.
itself.
Well, you
But,
need. I think you should just. I think you need to take it on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like with what Clarko did with his suspension with swearing at a ref and vulgar
Yeah.
language, I don't think that's worth a suspension for a player.
No.
Yeah,
To
should that
strip
be-
them of their rights.
Yeah, should that be got dissent? Something
It'll
like
be
that.
a dissent free kick and that's it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
should dissent get you a.
Well, depending on what you said, like I know this year a lot of talk has been about the homophobic side of things. I don't think we should be going that far as to suspension, not giving suspensions because that
Yeah, okay. Someone like, is it not Rory Lobb, the Port Adelaide, or
with the North player.
no, who was it who got suspended for 4 games a few weeks ago?
The Sydney player, from the VFL.
No, that was Luke Parker. The for what he called something, the homophobic slur. Who was that?
Yeah. Oh fuck.
I forget his name. I forget who it was. I don't want to say the wrong name because I don't want to
Listeners,
get.
you probably know.
I don't want to get it wrong, but you can look it up who it is. There was a player that got suspended for that. Should something like that something like that? Yes, that probably should get you disqualified because it's a
Yeah.
Well, that's an ethical thing.
that's an ethical thing. So
And
that
they're
one
trying to
should
be
get-
more progressive as a league.
and you're trying to get that out. So maybe that one means you don't get the Rising Star Award, but something like if you bump someone high in a tackle or
Yeah.
something like that, should that not disqualify? I think it'd be interesting to see where they draw the line, what suspensions do and don't.
Yeah.
I think it is sort of easier just to be a blatant. But then you have the issue of like someone gets a really rough suspension and suddenly they've lost.
But
an
then
award.
here's the one word, and I hate this word to be honest because it's such a blanket term: interpretation.
That's it.
That's too subjective. I think.
One ref will see, will see it as one, the other won't. It happened this week with the holding the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
I'll give umpires credit on this one, which is something we rarely do. The first 2 games, and again we were like it's stiff,
but
but
it was consistent.
it's consistent. Right?
Except for that one Nick Dacos one, which he got
Yeah.
away with running for 10 seconds and
Yeah,
dropping
that
it.
was But then if you looked at Gold Coast Essendon, there were 2 or 3 examples in that game, especially in the 4th quarter, where Essendon got frees they shouldn't have because it should have. They got 2 goals that they shouldn't have because I can't remember who got tackled, but it should have been called holding the ball,
Yeah, but it wasn't.
but it wasn't.
Right.
Well, so again, interpretation and how one ump sees it and how one doesn't.
Unfortunately, you're going to get that with every type of officiating, though.
Why don't we just get robot umps?
Oh, God. The
Exactly.
future.
Yes.
Well, as a result of this, whether or not it's right or wrong, Harley Reid is now disqualified from
Yeah.
the award. And as a
Sam
result,
Darcy.
there's
What
a
are
lot
the
of
two
people, there's a
favourites?
lot of, as is Sam Darcy. So people up in the air, there's going to be players from a lot of young teams like George Wardlaw from North is suddenly just
Well, that's
gonna
the
be
next
number
one. Who's
one.
the new rising star?
Well, there might be some in our next segment for another young team that we're going to discuss, which is the graveyard shift with Sam, because your Hawks had a very good win on the weekend.
Yes.
And you're 5 out of 6 now, if I'm not mistaken.
If we didn't choke the Port, yes, we would be. And the commentators still like to bring it up.
It was a very convincing. Like you guys were.
It was a
were
pretty
dominant
convincing
You guys
choke.
were ahead all game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it against this week?
Adelaide.
Adelaide, that's right.
In
Adelaide at the
G.
MCG.
I was
going to
go and I didn't, and I'm
Adelaide at the
punching
MCG
myself
haven't
for-
won since 2017.
Adelaide haven't won at the G since 2017.
Yeah.
wasn't the
Wow.
grand final as well.
No, they
No,
lost to
well,
Richmond.
obviously, yeah, to
Yeah.
Richmond, but
They would have won during the finals series at some point.
well, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Well, take us through the game, Samuel.
We're all ears.
oh, Hawthorn.
Hawk.
Well, where do I even start? Flag hock bowl. Dylan Moore played like a goat.
I'll give credit to Dylan Moore.
He kicked a
looked
bag. He had
solid.
5 goals, career high for him.
He could have got
goals,
6, really.
20 odd touches. Impeccable, really. There was no flaws in his game.
How was Guinea? I didn't watch the game, but how was Guinea?
He kicked a couple.
2 goals, I think.
There was one where he absolutely shanked it. Yeah, but
2
that's
goals,
gonna-
3.
That's going to happen with
What's
the-
Guinea without a few shanks? to be
Exactly.
honest?
That's going to happen. He's still somewhat young.
22 touches for Guinea as well.
Yeah, Will Day played unbelievable. Mabior Chol played well, even though I'm pretty sure he's got a suspension for a game now.
Sorry, go on.
I think we, as a unit, as a team, that's one of our best wins of the year. Our defensive pressure throughout the entire game was on. Like, Adelaide were just trying to kick it to
Your
the corridor
pressure
every
rating
single
was
time.
off the charts.
We shut them down so badly. Our forward line was off their head. It honestly reminded me of the 2014 Hawks, who were at the game in the box.
I saw that.
So
What were
yeah,
they there
that was
for?
cool.
What were they there for?
10-year reunions.
Okay, 10 years.
That's cool.
So it was cool. We played like the 2014 Hawks in front of them. It was a good win.
It was pretty funny because I was at work, so I couldn't watch the game.
Yeah.
But I'm getting
Where was
messages.
I? Oh, was that-
Messages are turning up on my watch because I'm not checking my phone at work. In the group chat, and Sam was like everyone's like, oh, flag cock. And Sam's like, after the Port game, I don't trust us. Like,
Yeah.
there's like 2 minutes to go, and you're up by like 35. You're like, I
but at
still
one
don't
point
trust
you
it.
were saying it at like second quarter, and then they came back, and it was only like a goal or 2
Oh,
difference.
yeah.
I was like, Hamish, you
No, halfway through the first quarter, I just went, Hawk.
yes. And then I was like, nah. And then eventually there's like a minute left. I was like, okay.
Here's a
You got
question.
to 48 points up at one point
Yeah,
in the
we were
first quarter.
smacking
You were
up.
Yeah. And
smoking.
then it got to like 18, and we're going, oh, God. Here's a question.
Yes.
What's happened to Josh Shelley? He's just fallen off.
For Adelaide.
For Adelaide,
I
yeah.
haven't really seen his stuff this year.
He
What's
has
happened to him?
just dived. Yeah, exactly. Shelley has dived.
Yeah.
Rankin, well, he's
Also,
not
I can
playing,
also
but-
just say Rankin and Tex didn't play. So
Okay.
But
They're minor
they
details.
played against Collingwood, yet they still lost.
That's true.
Collingwood lost. Or
No, Adelaide. When they
lost.
played
Yeah.
Adelaide.
Well, Hawthorn, you guys actually looking good now.
We do
Can
have
I,
Flag Hawk.
can I throw another game
You're
in
12th?
for Graveyard
Sorry,
Shift?
can I just say something very quickly? Sorry.
Go on.
We have the Giants next week. Then we have Richmond and then a bye and then North. West Coast.
You'll beat Richmond. West Coast at Optus or...
I believe so.
Let me have a look.
We have
You
also
probably
the Giants.
Okay, so
is
you
in
got
Tassie as well.
you got the Giants this week in Tassie.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
that's a mixed bag.
that's honestly you're not that far behind them.
I'm still tipping them,
Yeah.
but who knows?
Then you got the
Yeah.
Tigers. That should be win, but that's also going to be Dusty's 300th now because
Yes.
he's sitting out this
Yeah.
week. Then you got the bye. Then you
Interesting
have
Then we have West Coast.
it is West Coast over there. Then the Cats in Geelong. So the next like 5 or 6 weeks will be really telling because you guys you're 12th and you're making your way up the ladder pretty
If
quickly.
we
Imagine
didn't
if you
start
guys
the
made
season
finals.
so poor, we would have. Yeah.
And you were 4
You'd be
points
top
off
8.
beating Port.
Yeah.
You came close to beating Geelong already once.
We almost
didn't
beat
you?
you guys in gather round.
Already beat us.
Yeah.
Like
Goal off.
you could easily be like 8th right now
Yeah.
or 9th or something around then.
Sorry, just what were we going to say?
Yeah,
about
sorry.
the
Can I throw another
Graveyard?
game in for the Graveyard Shift? As it turned out, Melbourne Freo.
Oh,
What
that
game in Alice Springs.
That was
those
my
poor fans. They get like 2
God.
games a year, and Melbourne decided to just like absolutely.
Did they show up?
Literally, they
miss
didn't.
the
They
memo?
missed the
kicked the
game.
first
They were at the
2.
G, I think. They saw
They
they had
kicked the
home
first 2
game.
goals and they looked somewhat solid.
You know that ad where the team bus gets
The team bus, yes,
it's
the young
like-
Amy ad.
Yeah.
They just get a bunch of country.
Random- yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what happened?
Mate,
I didn't get to watch the game.
I'd also like
I'm
to
lucky
note-
I didn't, honestly.
I don't
Two,
know.
I
two
don't think
Freo
so.
guys combined for 33 marks between them.
Holy,
They had 15 and 18.
holy.
That was bad.
That is
Who
ridiculous.
was stat leader in that game?
Jordan Clark had 36 touches and 15 marks. I think he's a defender as well. Luke Ryan, their fullback, had 28 touches and 18 marks. Sarong, 27 touches, and
Yeah.
Mira, 26.
Luke Jackson
A
goes.
miss kicked 4 goals. Jackson kicked 3. Treacy
Yeah.
kicked 3.
Jesus
Walters kicked
Christ.
3.
They had a field
They
day.
just dominated that.
That is.
Yeah, they had 3
wow.
guys with double-digit marks, one of whom got 18, and then another 2 guys got 9 marks. Like, they just controlled the footy the whole game. It was pretty
If
impressive.
you're Melbourne, are you worried about the inconsistency?
Oh, absolutely.
In your form?
Absolutely.
We're
Yeah.
out of the 8 now,
Absolutely.
as are you guys.
How that was amazing. Did you
Shut
see
up.
on the ladder, Melbourne went from 4th to 10th.
They swapped places with North,
Yeah.
with Freo, didn't they?
A
Well,
pretty-
Freo-
No.
that.
Melbourne
Frio's
was
jumped
4th
into
to
the-
start, now to 10th.
Right.
Freo is
Because
now
their
in the 8, though.
percentage was just decimated.
They are...
I
The
mean,
8 now goes Sydney, who were just,
Dominating.
like,
They'll
not
win the
get to them with
final.
the
They'll win
10-foot
the final.
pole.
Yeah.
Dons, who are on fraud watch after the Gold Coast game. Cats, Port and Carlton are all on 8 wins.
I'm still not even that
Then you got
convinced.
Freo on 7.5.
I'm not convinced by Port.
I'm not convinced by Cats. They were losing pretty much all game to Richmond.
I think
Yeah.
one
How
thing
many games have they
that
lost
kind
at
of
the category?
sucks for
this year?
Freo that they got a draw with Collingwood as well, because
Yeah.
their percentage is the second best in the league, and it's like they would be, because they got the draw, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
that would have been a real
Yeah, wow.
boost.
Yeah.
Like if they had been in Collingwood, they would be third on the ladder right now.
Jeez.
So yeah, that's gonna. But at least there's a lot of teams now who have had draws already. So there's going to be a few
The next thing,
teams on that percentage.
next thing that comes now is how did they go against Collingwood on Quinn's birthday?
Melbourne. That's going to be a good
Well,
game.
you've got.
We're going to be there.
You've
We'll
still
probably
got
do
to
some
get out.
TikToks. So keep.
Both teams coming off 2 losses,
Yeah.
and Collingwood probably playing the same team that, like, having the same team out as what they had
Exactly.
against the Dogs.
We might get one play back. But
Lineup's not been out yet, obviously, but
it's going to be interesting to see. We got to get to a break here.
yes.
We'll be back on the other side with a game, the return of probably my favorite game we've done yet.
It's our most fun.
It's our most
Yes,
fun one.
most
Hamish
exciting.
will be leading us in cost is correct. See you on the other side.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to probably our most exciting segment. And for copyright reasons, I can't say the
Original name.
The original name. Cost is correct. Adelaide edition.
That's the Wii song.
That's a wee. Oh my.
What's the
Anyway,
Anyway, this is the Adelaide.
That's the
edition.
music segment of the,
Adelaide
of the
edition.
podcast.
In
commemoration.
in commemoration of our trip to Adelaide this weekend, I'm doing an Adelaide edition of
If you
Cost
suck,
is
I will
correct.
slap you.
Thank you. I was about to say that.
Yes.
It's all good. I'll just ice up at home by myself.
Shut up.
So, I have got some prices from Adelaide Oval, accurate to
10
this
years
year.
ago.
I should have done that actually. That would have been good.
What did you say?
to 10 years ago.
To 10 years
You
ago.
should do one from like the 80s or
Yeah,
something.
that'd be a good one. Accurate to this year, right?
Okay.
So I've got some drinks, I've got some food, and I've also got some ticket prices.
Okay.
Because Adelaide is a little bit different in their ticket prices as to what MCG and Marvel.
Interesting. Keep in mind, I've never been there. Have you?
I've also never been there and I won't be there
No,
on the
never
weekend
been.
either.
All right, so
'Cause I got left
first
behind.
Shut up.
First thing we have is a Furphy. Furphy.
Oh, great.
From Geelong.
Murphy by Murphy. We've
Yes.
got the
So it's just a normal, just your stock standard.
Just a can or a
Murphy
square
for
or-
Murphy.
I'm gonna say can. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go first in this one, Sam.
Damn it.
Ladies first.
Thank you. $12.50.
Jay.
I'm going to go $12.51.
I hate you so much.
You're wrong.
No, I won't.
Actually,
I
no,
won't.
Sam wins on that one.
I'll go $12.
No, it's too late. No, he's already said
No,
it.
Sam. No.
What is it?
Once you lock in a price, that's
Dang it!
$9.80.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Shit,
it's not too
okay.
expensive.
Adelaide's cheaper than Melbourne, I'm guessing. I've never ordered either.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of unfair to start us off on a beer.
All right,
Considering I'm already been left behind at Adelaide. Now you're leaving me behind in
I'll-
Costa's
I'll
correct. I
continue-
feel so unloved by this podcast
I'll
today.
continue with the Great Northern.
You're going
You
first on this one as
dog.
well.
Okay, I'll go $10.50 then.
You sure? No, you've already said it. So it was Furphy was $9 something.
$9.80.
Give me $8.70.
Ah,
Hang on, I've got to do math on that. Jay wins.
yes. What was the
$9.90.
what? Woo!
For Northern.
So Northern is more.
Great Northern.
I could have sworn Northern was
Well, they're
cheaper
north.
than
Maybe
Furphy.
because they're
Adelaide, though.
closer up to. They're more North Adelaide than Melbourne.
Well, Great Northern's from Queensland, so what does that say? Okay, so I'm gonna.
Do you know? Fun fact: South Australia is the only state in Australia that touches every other state. Its borders every other state,
That would be correct.
Except
Geographically.
every other mainland state.
No one cares about Tassie.
We've just lost our Tasmanian audience as well.
All 7 of you.
We've had such a good run of not getting
You
cancelling
7 cousins.
ourselves,
Yes.
but- All right, so I'm going to throw a curveball in here, and this one might make you a little bit of a stumper. It might make you think. A Heineken zero alcohol.
Oh, it's me first as well.
Yeah.
Just remember zero alcohol,
Yeah.
so usually it's cheaper.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
What the is the point of drinking
I don't know.
zero
Maybe you just
alcohol?
like to taste the beer, but you don't want to get drunk.
That's
That's
stupid.
the only,
Stupid.
that's the only thing I can think of.
$6.80. No, so No, I've already said it.
$6.80.
I'll go 7.30.
Jay wins.
Watch.
$9.
Whoa!
It is still a Heineken. This is what I'm thinking. It still is a Heineken.
That's
Ridiculous.
All right, so going to food now.
Thank you.
We're gonna go
What's the score check?
2-1.
2-1. Yeah.
2-1 to me.
So
This was your round to win, Samuel.
Yeah, I've tried.
This is the beers round, and
So
I'm
the-
ahead of you.
No.
You're cooked.
because we
it's
did
all
this
good.
last time, a meat pie.
Ooh, you're first on this one.
Well, the MCG has brought the price of a meat pie down.
I thought I brought it up.
Yeah.
Well, it was down and then it's gone back up a
Oh,
bit.
okay.
But like the meat pie is cheaper than everything else at the MCG.
Don't think
So
MTG,
just-
think Adelaide.
Exactly, but everything at Adelaide is cheaper than the MCG, but the pie might be more expensive somehow. So I'm going to go $5.80.
Sam, how say you?
At the G, it was what? $6 something?
$6.80.
That is stupid as
What
well.
did you say?
I said $5.80. $5.80.
Just remember, it's Adelaide, so things are not as expensive as Melbourne.
Give me $5.20.
Sam, you've got this one.
Yes.
On the head.
$4.50.
Oh,
Wow. Can you
That's
buy
not-
Can you buy a few and bring back for me straight to the G?
freeze the
A
four.
a normal 4 and 20 meat pie.
You could get a 4-pack for cheaper.
All right,
So 2-0.
hot chips.
Ooh, I'm first on this one as well. Like a
Just a stock standard, bucket. They're not really buckets, are they? But
little container thing.
container
Cups.
things.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Like
comes in?
what you get with KFC.
Yeah, like a box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
box.
small
A box of
box.
chips.
Small box.
Box of chips, yeah.
Yeah, do we know what size? Or is it just one
It'll
size?
be one size.
Yeah, I think I can have one size.
One size fits all.
Not always the case.
Just waiting for that.
With boxes.
$4.90.
I'm going to go $4.50.
Sam, you win.
What is it?
$6.70.
Wow.
I was gonna say in the 6. I was like, no, I can't be.
Yeah, they raised their
Wow.
prices this year.
But not on the pies.
No, they kept prices the same, but they raised the price.
How
of
is a
hot
pie
chips.
$2 and a bit cheaper than a box of chips? That's stupid.
Do they have 4 and 20 pies there, or do they have a different brand?
5 and 30,
All
maybe.
Oh,
right, so we're gonna go ticket prices now.
good.
And these are adult prices, so not concession, not kids. No,
Your
no.
favorite.
Ticket prices.
Tickets,
okay.
not kids.
Just to clarify,
Sam.
there is a story behind that why Hamish loves child tickets.
Not
We'll get back
anymore.
to that on another episode, though.
That's going to be a tell-all.
All right, so
Maybe next week.
We need Harrison on that episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
Yes, next week we're going to have a mate Harrison on soon, and we're going to do a bit of a tell-all of a great story.
First category, because we got to speed this up. First category is GA or the Hill, actually. If
The Hill,
yeah,
You're first on this one.
28.
remember this is adult prices.
Yeah.
You locked in 28.
Well, as soon as
30.
you say it. No, he's already
No,
said
you
it.
said
No, you
28.
can't-
That's
the-
that's the rule. You said once you say it, that's it.
No, that was the Eddie McGuire show. You
That
want
is
to
not
lock it
me.
in.
That is not me helping Sam. That is just
You literally mentioned it in the chat. I'm gonna go like
yeah.
35.
Yeah, well, Sam wins. It's $40
Wow.
for an adult.
I mean, I know the Hill is kind of fun to sit on, but
I mean, concession's 25.
Okay.
okay.
All right, so category 1. So what that be? That'll be like level 2.
Or level 1 even, probably.
Level 1, yeah. Adult prices. Remember Adelaide.
You're first.
You'd think that's more expensive than GA.
Definitely.
GA. No, GA. Category 1 is reserve seating.
Yeah, so that would be more expensive.
Yes.
60.
82.
Well, Sam, you're way off. 120.
Whoa!
I halved it.
This is from the Tic Tac official website.
Who's
To watch
dropping
a
100?
Richmond v Crows game.
Now,
Wow. On a Thursday night.
on a Thursday night.
Poor people in Adelaide. No wonder no one comes to you guys.
Literally.
Hang on, every time you see it on TV, the place is full.
Yeah, because there's only got 10 seats.
Oh, yeah.
The rest is hill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair point.
Jesus.
Okay, so was it? It's 4-3.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is
Is this the final one?
I might have to come up with a
2 double points. I think.
Double points to this one.
either double points or I have a spare one here and we can have that as a tiebreaker.
Okay. Let's go.
Alright, so category 3, which is sort of level 3, so the highest section.
It's your turn, right?
Thank you.
Category 3.
So that's like the cheapest section.
Yeah, so if category 1 is going to be quite expensive. which
Category
it is,
1's better than category
you
3.
gotta,
Yes.
yeah. So you got to think it's probably more expensive than what you think.
Category 3.
Not as much as category 1, of course.
It's no 120. Okay.
I'm going to go with 54.
I should say also there's 6 categories and GA in Adelaide Oval.
I'm going to go
I
with
will give
70.
you,
okay, fair
I will
enough.
give
Yep.
you an opportunity.
In MCG, there's only 3 categories. So there's, I'm going to go, I think, maybe 4.
I'll give you an option to redo you.
I'll redo it and I'll go to 74.
Okay.
Because this is probably like level 2 still. Possibly like top of level 3.
It's just level 3.
Okay.
There's no level 2.
I was gonna say like 70.
Okay. 74, 70.
We're going to a tiebreaker.
How much was it?
90.
90.
Level 3.
$90 to sit on
Level
level 3 for
three,
Adelaide
downside.
Richmond. That is, I'm sorry.
I should say.
How is that the price of footy
I
tickets?
should say there's still quite a few tickets available for the game.
I wonder why.
Because no one's got that much money.
No,
All
who's
right,
dropping
we,
that money on Adelaide Richmond?
We're going to a tiebreaker. This is exciting.
See you
I
on the
don't
other
think-
side, sir.
I don't think Costa's correct as a
Your head is
tiebreaker.
very warm.
As per.
All right, so we're going
I'm
back
a warm
to
person.
So am I, but normally, normally that's me.
whether you called it a disadvantage or not, but we're going to go back to alcohol.
Great.
You won the alcohol section.
Yes, exactly. Great.
So this is
Great.
This is a can of Canadian Club and Dry.
My favorite.
Yes, I thought that's Sam's favorite.
My favorite.
Now I will give a.
You get to go first.
I will give a hint for it to be fair. Spirits are often usually more expensive than beer.
Yes.
And is this a spirit?
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
Canadian Club's a whiskey.
Yes.
Okay.
My favorite.
Go ahead, Samuel.
Nothing's better than the CC on tap.
Yeah. Well, hard solo's not too bad.
It's good, but not up there with CC.
Okay, so I want you to think about
A
this.
can.
I'll give you a little bit of time. Just think about it. So it's a can, right? I'll keep talking. It's a can. Okay, so just imagine how much they are.
I'm going to call
at
shot
ECG.
clock in a minute.
Like
This is
375 mils probably.
Well, how much a can is?
I'm calling shot clock.
Okay.
All right, time up. I need an answer.
1450.
1450.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1530.
Sam, you were so close. It's 1440.
No, game recognized game. That is an incredible effort to round it out.
That's
CC never
amazing.
lets me down.
Well, what
Please
an
sponsor me,
effort.
Canadian Club.
What an effort there in the cost is correct. What another very successful round of the cost is correct.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you, host.
Your games are pretty good because both people can compete, unlike Sam's.
The logo quiz is never coming back.
logo quiz is dying a sad death.
That's in the graveyard with North.
and the Fair Duncan podcast.
Rest in peace.
Don't rest in peace. Burn.
Well,
Burn alive.
that was a lot of fun,
Yes.
and I'm gonna go dry my sorrows out.
Not with the CC.
Not with the CC because that's 1440.
No.
But we will see on this. I've got a bit of an exciting announcement. We've talked about it already a bit, but we've got a bit more to discuss. And then on the other side, we're the return 2 weeks in a row for this one.
Of
Film Club.
Oh,
See you
yes.
then.
Yes.
right.
Listeners, we are coming to Adelaide.
Listen,
very
all
soon.
you.
Actually, by the time this comes out, we'll be in Adelaide.
Yes, we will.
We are
when this
in-
comes out, we will probably be in Adelaide.
Just very slightly warmer state.
Is it? I
City-
haven't even looked at the weather.
It's going to be like 17.
Perfect.
Boogie board shorts.
Yes. Get the board
Anyway.
shorts out.
Anyway.
Yes, we are coming to Adelaide on Thursday. We will be there for the.
So the time you're listening to this, we'll be there.
Yes, we will be at the Adelaide Richmond game, watching Richmond without Dusty. Probably get Well, they'll
railed.
probably tank, to be honest. The way
This could be
they're
the
going.
worst game I think we've ever seen.
Yes, and we
It's
can't.
expected to be 16 degrees.
Thank you.
And we
Weatherman.
can't wait for it. So, and also we will be at the Marmalade Div 12 Aussies against Elizabeth game.
Yes.
With the hosts of, you'll probably see us standing to the likes of Jordan from Fan TV, Duxie from Fan TV,
Yes.
Cardman,
Duxie!
yes, Duckinator, and we'll be there
Yes.
standing in the cold, probably very drunk, and we generally can't wait to see you guys.
Yes.
So don't be a stranger. Don't feel like you need to stare at us like we're an animal at a zoo.
He is.
Well.
And if you're like
the
me,
doctor said it was special.
and you've been left back by your friends and forgotten
Now-
as they travel to Adelaide,
Now, are we-
I'll be holding a
we're
little
about
get
to
together
throw
in
hand-
Melbourne, a therapy group, a bit of a support
We're
session
about
for
to
anyone.
throw hands soon. to be
Okay,
honest.
and cut.
Last week, we had a bit of a discussion
Yes.
in our newest segment,
Yes.
Film Club.
Yes.
Film Club is a segment that I wanted to bring onto the podcast for a while, where we take films, and unlike, so many podcasts out there, so many
We're not like them.
unoriginal podcasts that just break
Yeah.
down a movie and analyze it. No, we get taken over and changed by a movie. We have it.
Who's that chick?
from
The
the
people
inside.
that did on ABC, Margaret Pomerantz and
Eh?
they did a review show, like a proper review show.
Yeah, we're not them. We're better than them.
That's the point. Yeah.
We let it absorb us and we become the movie we discuss.
Yes.
So last week we discussed 10 things I hate about you,
Yes.
and we discussed 10 things we hate, where we found out that Sam doesn't like mashed potato, which is
Awkward.
so wrong.
Yes, I
it's
hate
just
it.
so bad. I still haven't forgiven him for that.
Yes.
But on the other side, this week in the footy, there are two brothers, Harry Mackay and Ben Mackay, who play now for Carlton and Essendon, who they're coming into their 10th season in the league,
Something
I think,
like that, yeah.
9th or 10th. And this will be the first time they've ever actually played against each other, even though they've both played
So many
like
times.
over 100 games
Yeah.
because of injuries and a crazy story there. But that's inspired us to discuss who are the best siblings
Yes.
ever. So this week we're inspired by the movie Step Brothers,
Yes.
and we're making our list of our 5 favorite
Dale and Brennan.
Dale and Brennan.
Dale and Brennan, our 5 favorite sets of siblings. Who wants to start us off this week?
Hammy?
Hammy, you go ahead, mate.
So how many people do you count as siblings?
Just as many as you want, as long as they're
As-
all siblings.
As long as they're all
the whole
related.
family in Home Alone.
Oh, that's not bad, honestly.
Okay, that's a different path. That
The-
we took.
I like that.
The McAllisters.
The McAllisters.
I thought we were talking about legitimate siblings, but that's
They
okay.
are.
No, I had a fake. No,
Oh,
I actually all my
oh,
siblings.
In real
films.
life.
So the real McAllisters, right? Yeah, they're. I mean,
The Corklins.
they're very bad at counting numbers
Yeah.
because it happened twice.
You would think after the first time.
First
I
time,
love-
fool me once.
I do love.
Poor Kevin.
I love it. The
I tell you
second
what,
one.
though. I tell you what, though. The second one, I bet Kevin be loving it.
Yeah.
Going, oh, New York. Where did they? Oh, the family went to Florida and was poor down with rain. He's there in the snow in New York.
I love that in the
Catching up
second
with
one
Bird Lady.
they do the whole joke when they're at the police station trying to find it. They got, funnily enough, we've never lost our luggage. And they're just like joking around, and the cops just watching them. The McAllisters. That's a good start to a list,
Good
though.
pick. Okay, for my first pick, this isn't really a pick, but
If you go Dale and Brennan.
give me. Okay, speaking on your movies,
Okay.
Luke and Leia from Star Wars.
That's good.
It's
That's
a bit awkward how they kissed.
Exactly. That's why they're top.
Luke and Leia. Well, I'll stick with the film theme for my first one. I went the Russo brothers, the directors of the Avengers 3 and 4, Captain
Yes.
America 2 and 3.
Yes.
They also directed, what was it? Another.
They
they
did-
are
they did
Community,
Community,
the TV
yeah.
show.
Yes.
So yeah,
That
the
was
Russo
very-
brothers.
a very good show.
Infinity War's my favorite movie. I'm a Marvel buff, so had
Sidney
to
Chang.
get them in there.
Hitch.
Should we flip it over and I can go
Snake it?
next?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Snake. I'm going to go next with the Kelsey brothers.
Mm-hmm.
NFL, Travis and Jason Kelsey.
Yes.
I think they've sort of just not descended. What's it called when you pass something up? Pass something. Leave it for the cocky pig, the pizza.
Anytime you mention American sports.
What was it? What's it called when you like ascended beyond
Yes.
NFL? And I think people now just like the Kelsey brothers who aren't even NFL fans.
Yeah. Purely just Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Well, yeah, Swifties obviously love.
Yes.
Well, I just hate Travis
I think
because of Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
so.
Swifties love Travis because of Swift, and
They're not real
non-Swifties
NFL
love
fans.
Jason because he's so unlike them, but he gets to sit with them. And I love that clip that came out of like Travis Taylor and Jason all going to like some event, and Jason Kelsey's like the wrestling mask on. It's like when your customizable character turns up in a cutscene, and it's just him walking into this fancy dinner with like no shirt and a wrestling mask next to the two of them because he was celebrating something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who's your number 2?
My number 2 is Steph and Seth Curry from the NBA.
Yep, good one.
Don't eat the chocolate.
Hurry up then.
One is the greatest shooter of all time, and the other one is Steph Curry. So, no, just kidding. Obviously, and their dad was Wardell Curry. So
Yeah,
that's
there's
just a
3.
strong family, right?
Oh,
there.
Literally.
name, by the way, Wardell.
Well, that's
Wardell.
Real name.
That's Steph's full name.
Yeah.
It's Wardell Stephen Curry
yes.
II.
So one of the greatest point guards of all time, revolutionized the modern day, and once again, Steph Curry. So yeah, that's my 2.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's good.
No,
Who's your number 2, Hamish?
Mine's coming from a soccer background or football.
Yep.
You probably won't know these brothers, but
Give me the chocolate.
Give me the jockey.
Yaya and Kolo Toure.
Sorry, his name is Yaya.
No. One is called Yaya, and then the other one, they're from Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. The other one is called Kolo.
Yaya and Colo.
Yeah.
That is the greatest set of names ever.
There's chance. Yeah.
Lyrics would have taken forever to figure out on that one.
And then Colo is Colo.
Colo.
Did I have to write that one down?
Yeah.
They need one of those screens to remind them.
A teleprompter.
And they only ever played against each other once.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, so Yaya was...
When was this?
They both retired around 2015, 2016.
Right, okay.
Okay. Were they twins?
They weren't twins.
Okay.
Yaya played for Manchester City most of the time.
Okay.
Colo, he played for Arsenal, was an invincible for Arsenal. But he bounced around clubs like Liverpool and Celtic. And last time I heard he was a coach at Celtic, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
2 big brothers in the football world.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good. Okay, who's your number 3?
Oh, we're going back to me.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to call these strictly brothers,
They don't have to be brothers.
but they
Siblings.
their sort of connection was in, you know these people that were intertwined. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Because one can't work without the other. Scottie Pippen was always setting it up for Michael.
That's the most basketball talk we've ever gotten out of
Who's-
Hamish on this podcast.
Are you okay, Hamish?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Hamish is talking in... Am I losing it? Is Hamish talking
Tell
NBA?
me a time where one didn't play without the other and they actually did well.
MJ.
Before Pippen arrived and he won the...
Before...
They,
No, but Michael was your more natural, like, you know...
Best
goal
player
shooter.
ever.
Like, you know, your
behind
goal
MJ.
scorer.
What do you think was the key to that
Yes,
Bulls
let's
team's
ask him
success?
some basketball questions.
You can't have chocolate. It's your own segment.
You put it up.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right. Well,
Okay, I'll answer your question.
Sam, who's your number 3? Who's your number 3, Sam?
All I knew was Scotty laid it up for Michael and Michael finished it.
Oh, God, Hamish. Don't ever bring basketball up. That's like me trying to talk soccer. It just doesn't work. Mine is Luke, Chris, and Liam Hemsworth.
Good pick.
From Relevance Order, by the way. Luke at number 1.
Luke at 1, Liam, and then
Luke?
Chris.
Exactly. The 3 Hemsworths. Born and raised in Australia.
Australia.
So, as Aussies, we love them.
Obviously.
Doesn't Chris still live in like Bowen Bay?
Yep.
Apparently.
With Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Matt Damon lives on his
The
property.
fuck is Matt Damon living?
They're best friends, him and Matt
Are
Damon. Yeah. Very good friends with Matt Damon.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Next up, I'll go back to basketball for a minute. The Ball brothers.
Yes.
All 4 of them.
Paul.
Is it Lonzo, LaMelo, LiAngelo, and...
Little Dicky.
there's a 4th one, isn't there?
No.
There's one after LiAngelo.
No.
Oh,
It
is that
goes Lonzo,
I'm just thinking
LiAngelo.
LeVar, who's the dad, because I knew there's 4 L's. LeVar, Lonzo,
Yes.
LeVar, LiAngelo, Lonzo, LaMelo. Yeah, I love Lonzo Ball. He's my favorite NBA player when he's healthy. Next, we're going to go a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
Steve and Mark Waugh.
Yeah, that was going to be
The
my
Cricket
list.
brothers.
Okay, I have no idea who they are.
You don't know who Stephen...
I
You don't know who Stephen
Do
Martin
you
is?
not
Listeners.
follow any cricket?
Even I know that.
I'm very loose, but I only know basketball
Dude,
and footy.
You know
in the
this.
90s, they were like...
Stand you.
They were the captains of Australia
I've
for like
I've-
15 years.
Very light.
They're commentators now. Mark
Yeah.
Warren at least.
Yeah.
I've heard the name.
They're two of the
Steve, I
greatest.
feel like, isn't really...
I've just defended every
Steve
cricket
Steve
fan.
was a captain of Australia for about 10 years.
Right.
They're
okay.
like, they were number 4 and 5 Australian batsmen. They were
Right, okay.
brilliant batsmen. Oh, if Caleb, my brother, heard you say that you don't know who the War brothers, they were like his childhood heroes.
Okay.
Okay, go next, Sam.
Serena and Venus Williams.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's valid. Fair enough.
They won quite a few titles playing doubles together.
They did actually. They were good doubles.
They've even got a movie made.
No, I didn't think it was the
Oh,
Bryan
yeah, King
brothers.
Richard, yeah.
The Bryan brothers, who were a set of brothers who were doubles partners,
Oh, really?
and like they've won like every Grand
Oh,
Slam for
they-
like 10 years
Oh,
as
They
doubles.
won many titles.
Yeah, they were really good.
honey?
Number 4 is the Bryan brothers.
Really? Is it actually?
No, it's
No,
I was gonna. You had me for a second. I was like, dead sad.
Tell me a bit about them.
Well, you're talking to someone who watches tennis religiously, so both American, Bob and Mike
Yeah.
Bryan.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob and Mike Bryan.
Yeah, was he a Dogs fan?
Mike was elder by 2 minutes,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, they're pretty much inseparable. Yeah, and they won pretty much everything that was. I can't remember it. They won over 100 titles. Not Grand Slam.
So just
Yeah,
absolute
men
powerhouse.
16 title Grand Slam men's titles. Bob won 16. Mike won 18 because he went on to win a couple more after Bob retired.
So
with
his
another
mother
person.
loves him.
Him a bit more.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, 119 titles, doubles titles for Bob, 124 for Mike. All right, Hamish, who's your number 5?
Okay, number 5.
I swear to God.
No. I'm gonna be serious on this one because
This is like our 5th taker trying to get number 5 out of Hamish.
third. Sorry, because I threw up 2 that
They're not going to make the cut.
they made sense. Okay, I wish I could say it, but needs must. Again, not strictly brothers, but Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg and the other guys.
The other guys.
I thought you were going to say
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly in
just
Step
any
Brothers.
movie they're in.
Yeah, but then we're talking about Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Is the Step Brothers segment.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Underrated, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a funnier movie than any other Will Ferrell movie.
Step Brothers are other guys.
Other guys.
When they had that argument and they were talking about like what sort of animals they are.
I'll win that fight, buddy.
Yeah.
Every day of the week.
They had me in stitches.
Yeah.
And then when Mark Wahlberg goes to Will Ferrell's house and then sees his wife.
Yes. Bye.
Yeah. and Will Ferrell is just so
Yeah. He hates her.
So immune to the fact that she is just so. I don't even know the actress's name. I apologize, but how attractive she was. And Mark's just sitting there, like mouth to the floor, going, "How did you grab her?"
He's Houdini.
Yeah, and it's just like, don't interrupt us when we're talking.
Sam, who's your number 5?
I have 2 options here.
Okay.
I'm going to go the more known options.
Do it.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's a
That
good
just
one.
came to me
That's a
as
good one.
Yes.
Your list is so much better than mine.
Mikey is the best.
Absolutely.
Chuck out the rest. Donnie is okay.
Yeah.
Leo is okay. Raph, he's cool.
Which one's the dog, Donnie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind.
Yeah, grew up watching.
Raphael's my second favorite, but Mikey's always clears.
Yes.
We're having cheese pizza in a minute. In honor of
Exactly.
him.
That one's for you, Mike. Jay?
Oh, okay. Who's your second option?
Jaden and Jalen McDaniels.
That is so dumb.
Well,
Well, I said the Ball brothers. 5th for me, I went the Jonas brothers.
Yes.
Trio,
okay.
good brothers. I like their music.
Nick, Joe,
Joe, and Kevin.
they're not together. Oh no, yeah, they are.
They're back together now. They're in
they
Australia.
Had, yeah, they did
A few
concert
months.
not too long
I
ago.
missed. It was so annoying. I was in Queensland when they were in Melbourne, and I was in Melbourne when they were in Queensland.
God.
We did not. I was so annoyed. I wanted to go to their concert.
Who
It
was
looked
the one
really
that did
good.
that song "Cake by the Ocean"?
Nick.
Him. No, Joe. Joe Jonas.
Nick.
I swear it was Nick.
No, Joe's a part of dance, and then Nick. Joe's like the front man. Nick's the
Actor as well.
Nick's the actor,
Yes.
and then Kevin's just the dork on the side
Kevin's
of the
just
guitar.
Kevin.
Well, that was a fun
Yeah.
issue of the film club
Club.
Film.
Analyzing.
where we don't
Film.
analyze films, where we
Break
become a
down.
part of a film.
We are the film.
On this one, we sort of did just analyze it, but that doesn't matter. We'll be back on the other side with
Tasting.
one I'm quite nervous about, which is pizza with cheese and chocolate and a bunch of other things. Thank you, Chris Wong. We'll see you on the other side.
And we are back, peoples, with quite possibly our favourite segment of the show. Favourite,
Easily.
but also least favourite at the same time.
I missed this last week being online.
Yes,
This was
same.
one thing I missed. I did
didn't.
genuinely miss this. No, I did. Surprisingly enough, I genuinely missed
Yes.
not having this
Eating
segment.
Bad food. This week comes from, where does it come from, Jay?
It's a mate of mine who he's
You have a mate?
a bit older. Yes, surprisingly do. I have friends that aren't one of you two. And it wasn't even Cardi.
Oh, you consider ourselves friends, do you?
More acquaintances.
I was gonna say
Required colleagues.
Colleagues, yeah.
And I was talking to him, and he was saying that for his kids, they like chocolate pizza, which is a common enough dessert.
A dessert.
There is
But
dessert pizza out there, yeah.
But he said he does it with cheese still as the base. So he normally does it with cheese and Nutella. He'll make it at home, and then I didn't get this part. They normally put marshmallows and strawberries on top of it as well.
That's wrong.
We haven't done that, but we've just gone the cheese and chocolate pizza at the moment.
Don't
So
look at who made the pizza.
yes, unfortunately, take the hat. Maybe turn the hat around for this segment, Hamish, because
So we
it
have.
feels wrong. Yeah, turn it backwards. There we go.
I've brought us a very small but delicious cheese pizza. Hamish has taken the liberty to melt some Cadbury milk chocolate. And
How many sponsors can we cram into one segment?
That we bought from the local 7-Eleven, the finest 7-Eleven, where you can get.
Are we drizzling it on or like smearing?
I like
I
drizzle.
think I think we have to have a decent amount, a
Drizzle over decent.
hearty drizzle.
Oh.
Yeah, that whole spoonful should be in one slice, I reckon.
Ooh.
Oh,
And we're gonna have the whole piece. We have to have the whole slice today,
well, of course.
mainly because I'm hungry.
This makes for a good podcast.
This does. We should probably talk a bit more during this
Right,
segment rather
so-
than just watch
so-
it silently.
Yes.
Currently, I am.
Yes,
have a
smearing it on,
tablespoon
and
of
you know what it
chocolate.
looks like? It looks like the toilet after you've had a cheese pizza.
Oh, that's what I wanted to hear before eating this.
Yeah.
I can kind of see that though, which is concerning.
It doesn't look bad. This,
No,
it
it
smells
doesn't.
delicious in here. My
Can I
car
smell it?
smells like cheese pizza, and this room smells like chocolate.
This is amazing,
combo.
honestly. Yeah, so I reckon this is our weirdest one yet. We've done a few.
I don't reckon
few
it's our
of-
weirdest.
What do you
Cheetos
reckon
and
was
milk.
weirder? Cheetos with milk.
No, the Oreos with mustard was weirdest. I
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was an odd one.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I'll be honest. I thought it looked a
Go
bit
on.
more like a pretzel.
Righto.
We need like a plate or something. I'm wearing a white t-shirt. I'm gonna cover up for this.
Right.
Thank goodness we've already filmed the rest of the podcast. Otherwise,
Yes, definitely.
Okay, I'm taking. Okay, splitting this
Bone apple teeth.
bone
boys.
bone apple teeth in the name of carbs.
Don't
I was looking at it because it was going to dribble.
resist.
Okay.
Hamish.
It was going to fall off.
Cheers.
Cheers
To the carb loaders.
Yes.
in the name of carbing.
Unos, dos, tres. Eat.
Sake.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't know how.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
At first, the chocolate
Make
gets
it
you.
one better.
Oh,
Oh,
fondue.
dipping it in.
Fondue.
Oh, baby.
That's actually not the worst idea.
I
I've
might follow suit.
Yeah, I might do the same
Double
thing.
dipping who? So I think at first the chocolate gets you, and then a few munches in, the cheese starts to go wha-bam.
I should tell you, I've had a blocked nose for about 2 weeks now. So I literally can't taste anything. I do have a bit of
This is good.
chocolate.
This is the best one yet, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh,
Does anyone have a napkin?
I want to do this, like in my regular life.
Can you pass that?
Yeah, where's the toilet paper that we
behind
have?
that camera bag.
Behind that camera bag. Give me a moment.
Excuse the fact
you
you
see
just
it?
said toilet paper.
Not bad.
With strawberries and marshmallows? No.
I could imagine with marshmallows.
No, but I reckon they'll just mask the cheese a bit more.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the aim of it is to mask the taste of cheese.
But like, why the cheese in the first place?
Because that's what makes it a pizza.
Not too.
In its own weird way.
In a way. On a scale of the
On our-
usual 1 to 10
On our
scale.
scale.
So 0 being I want to puke, 5 being it's neutral, and 10 being this is my new favorite food. Where are you putting it?
8. That's an 8 for me. Is that our highest scoring yet?
Yep.
Out of my scorings, I'm pretty sure that is.
I'll probably put this at a healthy 8. Yeah, Well, maybe
Let's
even
put it
a
this way.
9.
I down that with no problem.
Hey?
I wouldn't say healthy. No, we finished that.
I'd down that with no issues, and I'd happily have another.
Just, you guys, I'm going to finish my breakfast of champions.
You're gonna vomit.
Well, I'm going to give that a 7.5.
You clearly didn't know me as a child.
No,
I would happily down this.
because you're so much older than us.
Don't you remember when he taught us in primary school?
Yes.
That explains how you ended up as an adult. If I taught you.
Oh, that's why we're like we are. Okay, I get what you mean. Well, thank you for joining us today.
What was?
I rated an 8 as well.
Okay, so 8.
Eight's on the
It's
board.
all round.
24 out of 30. That's a pretty good score. Comes
That
down
was
to an
good.
average of 8.
Thank you to your friend.
Thank you. Yes,
That's
Chris
probably our
Wong
best
and Elliot
suggestion
Wong
so far.
and Ava Wong and Saoirse Wong. Thank you, Wongs.
Yes, that wasn't. Yes, you're not wrong.
That was a
was
great.
good.
That was good. I like
was
that.
good. Yeah.
Well, thank you for
I might
joining us.
actually do that again.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
you know what? In Adelaide,
on the way
Let's do
home,
it.
I'm going to be buying a Nutella, a pizza, and putting
A
some
massive one.
Yeah, I'm going to do that for real.
Nutella will be better because you got the hazelnut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And marshmallows would be good on it
And
as well.
strawberries.
Yeah.
Next week, meat lovers pizza.
Oh no.
Oh no, you.
Too far.
Well, thank you for joining
Corn and
us.
avocado.
God.
Thank you for joining us on this week's episode. On behalf of myself,
Sam.
And a very dirty Hamish.
we'll see you guys. Keep following along this week. As we said, obviously these boys are going to be going up to Adelaide, and I'm going to be crying in the corner. But it's going to be
We
good.
invited you, you
It's going to be good.
Every week.
Details, smeetails. I was left out, and I'm very
Details.
disappointed about it. We'll see you on the other side of this or next week. Follow us on. Oh, ow, that hurt.
All right. Follow us at the Carb Loaders. No more AUS at
please.
the end. We finally got an
That
upgrade.
one hurt on the nostrils.
Bye bye. See you later, ladies.
See you
and
later,
gentlemen.
people. I'm going to go kill Heyman.
Who ordered the loaded fries?